I want to focus a little bit on this video on how we can send our children into the new energy with the tools that they entered into, this place with as a soul intact. In session a lot, I hear, I was more intuitive, I was clairvoyant, I was, my third eye was open when I was a little kid, and then in my adult life, all of that stuff kind of went on the back burner, and now I'm waking up as an adult trying to remember or reclaim the gifts that I had when I was younger. And I want to tell you some things that I do with my son to make sure that that is not the situation that he finds himself in. And you guys can do this with your own children, you can do this with your grandchildren. It is a way to keep them engaged in the imagination and to keep their third eye open and healthy so that it can be the tool to observe reality and creation through, the way that it was meant to. So what I do with my son, and we play games with our imagination, we play games with our third eye, we have a lot of fun with it, and I think you guys will too. So what we do is we will sit there and I will tell him, Nash, close your eyes and see a dinosaur. So he closes his eyes and he visualizes a dinosaur, and then I start asking him questions about it. I ask him, what kind of dinosaur is it? What color is the dinosaur? Is the dinosaur in the forest? Is the dinosaur in the desert? Are there other dinosaurs with him? And we'll go on like that for quite a while, and then we'll kind of shake things up again. We'll say, Nash, visualize a superhero. Who is the superhero? Okay, it's Spider-Man. What is Spider-Man doing? Is Spider-Man with anybody? What color is Spider-Man's suit? And we'll continue like that for a few minutes, and then we will expand on it and get more creative and challenge him a little bit more with it. But this is a way for me to keep his multidimensional technology sharp and in the forefront as he enters into his 3, 4, 5 and 6 years, which are pivotal in the efforts to keep ourselves clean and clear from any of the distractions or any of the illusion. And he has a lot of fun with it. And I want to tell you, there's a lot of non-esoteric reasons that I use my third eye. And I can go into the Akashic records, I can have visuals and anything that needs to be shown to me shown, but I spend a lot of time using my third eye just exploring the imagination and creating anything that I want. So I can create entire movies and watch the movie in my third eye like it's playing on a big screen, and I can choose all the characters, I can choose the scenario, I can choose the situation, I can choose what's going on, what are the characters' objectives, what are they going through, and I can either observe it from third person, or I can be in first person as one of the characters, having the experience as if I was there. And my physical body responds to everything that I'm seeing. Literally everything. Full immersion, full investment in the visual, and I spend, half hour to 45 minutes at night sometimes even longer, experiencing different things, going through different scenarios, and seeing what I can push myself to create with the third eye. When I create a visual and certain kinds of experiences happen, I cry if the character cries. If the character laughs, I feel joy and happiness inside of me. If the character does something that they're proud of, I feel all the joy and gratitude from having the experience that I would have if I was actually in space as a Jedi fighting Thanos. It can be anything. It can be whatever scene or scenario that you want to experience. And what you do is you just kind of create the conditions before going into it and then let it play. And it's a lot of fun. And I think most of you guys are ready for fun things like that. You kind of have to be careful because it makes your normal everyday entertainment really obsolete. So, the shows and the movies and the flaws that they have kind of bug you a little bit more, but it is fun to tailor your own forms of entertainment and, actually be the one to have the experience. So the third eye, the imagination, working those muscles are not just about your spiritual communication, not just about visual revelation, not just about working in the Akashic records. You can have a whole lot of fun with it. And maybe what you should think about doing is having fun with it before any of that other stuff kind of comes into play. Sharpen your tools, sharpen your instruments, and create a situation where what you're seeing is vivid enough that you can become immersed in it and be shown or feel whatever it is that you're meant to at the time. Everyday people are waking up to the opposition or the oppressors or the naughty ones that we've lured here to give the boot out of the universe, which can be scary for people. And people are going to, kind of paint a story that things are falling apart, that the world is worse than it's ever been, that everybody's going crazy, that there's so much evil, too much evil to overcome, that we're all doomed. There's going to be nuclear bombs, World War III, and everybody's going to be killed off in the worst way possible. Understand that it is your job as a light worker to be the one who is annoyingly positive in the workplace, in the family dynamic. People are going to, observe the things happening around them, proclaim that everything is falling apart, and you don't need to convince them that it's not. You just need to be the one that brings in or chimes in with the positivity. So what you will say is, I see where you're coming from, but I actually think things are getting better. I think things are coming to light now. I think people are understanding that their power is valuable and they should take it back. Where others see destruction and endings, you see construction and new beginnings. And you will be unwavering in bringing that to the forefront. And that is very powerful. And one day they will look back and they'll see that you were right. And I truly, truly believe that.